Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. I want to talk about something that almost everyone has experienced. It's that feeling when you start something new. Maybe it's a project, a hobby, a fitness routine, even learning a skill. And at the beginning, you're on fire. You can't stop thinking about it. You feel like this is finally your moment. But then, after a little while, the excitement fades. The thing you were so pumped about quietly disappears from your daily life. And you're left wondering, what happened? Where did all that energy go? Let me share a little story with you. A few years ago, I decided I was finally going to learn how to play the guitar. It had been on my someday list for years. I pictured myself sitting by a campfire, playing songs, everyone singing along, maybe even getting a few impressed looks. So I did the classic thing. I went online, bought a shiny new guitar, a tuner, and even a book of easy songs for beginners. I spent hours on YouTube watching tutorials. I was ready. The first week? Amazing. I practiced every day, sometimes twice a day. My fingertips were sore, but I wore it like a badge of honor. I thought, at this rate, I'll be playing full songs by next month. Week 2? Still good. A little busier with work, but I squeezed in 20 minutes most evenings. Week 3? Well, I skipped a day, then 2. Then I told myself, I'll make up for it this weekend. But when the weekend came, Netflix somehow won. And before I knew it, the guitar was sitting in the corner, quietly gathering dust, staring at me with silent disappointment. Have you ever had that happen? Not necessarily with a guitar, maybe with a workout plan, a new language, writing a book, even starting a side business? That's exactly what I want to talk about today. Why this happens and how to stop it. Here's the thing. Starting something new is all about motivation. It's that initial burst of energy. The vision of what life will be like when you've succeeded. It's exciting. It feels good. But here's the problem. Motivation doesn't last. Motivation is like that friend who's amazing at parties. Super fun for a while. But you can't count on them to help you move your couch on a rainy Tuesday morning. What you really need, the thing that will carry you through, is consistency. Consistency is showing up even when you don't feel like it, even when the mood is gone, even when the results aren't obvious yet. Think about planting a tree. Motivation is the seed. Without it, nothing starts. But if you don't water the seed regularly, it will never grow. You can't just water it on the days you feel motivated and expect it to survive. And here's why most people quit. They think they need to feel motivated every day to keep going. But feelings are temporary. They change based on your mood, your sleep, the weather, your stress level. Consistency, on the other hand, is a choice. It's a habit. It's deciding, I'm going to show up today, no matter how I feel. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, but how do I actually stay consistent when my motivation disappears? Let's talk about that. First, make it ridiculously easy to start. When I tried to practice guitar for a whole hour every day, it was overwhelming. So I skipped it. But if I had said, I'm just going to play for 5 minutes, it would have been much easier to keep going. And you know what happens most of the time? Once you start, you go longer than 5 minutes. The hardest part is simply beginning. Second, connect the habit to something you already do. This is called habit stacking. For example, after you brush your teeth in the morning, play one song. Or after you pour your morning coffee, write one paragraph. By attaching your new habit to an old one, you give your brain a natural reminder. Third, track your progress. Humans love seeing progress, even small progress. That's why fitness trackers, language learning streaks, and checklists work so well. Get a calendar and mark every day you show up. You'll be surprised how motivating it is when you see a long chain of check marks. You won't want to break it. Fourth, focus on the process, not the result. When I started guitar, I kept thinking about how far I was from playing my favorite songs. That was discouraging. Instead, I should have celebrated small wins. Hey, I played this chord better than yesterday. Or, I can switch between these two chords without stopping now. If you only celebrate at the finish line, you'll feel like you're failing most of the time. Fifth, plan for bad days, because they will come. You'll be tired. You'll be busy. You'll be sick. Life happens. On those days, your goal is to do the smallest possible version of your habit, even just 1 minute. This keeps the chain unbroken and reminds you that you are the kind of person who shows up no matter what. And finally, remember why you started. When your energy is low, go back to that original vision. Picture yourself playing the guitar at that campfire. Imagine the moment you finish your first 5K run. Feel that sense of pride. Your why is the emotional fuel that can restart your engine when it's running on empty. Here's the truth. The people you admire, the ones who've achieved amazing things, they didn't just stay motivated. They built systems. They showed up on days they didn't want to. They kept going when it was boring, when it was hard, when nobody was clapping for them. Motivation might get you started, but consistency is what will get you finished. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing you've been putting off. Maybe it's reading more, exercising, learning something new, and commit to doing the smallest possible version of it every day for the next week. Just 1 week. And don't wait to feel ready. Start today. Because at the end of the day, it's not the big, dramatic bursts of energy that change your life. It's the small, repeated steps you take every single day, even when nobody's watching. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you like this video, like and follow, and share it with your friends.